How's it going, y'all? My name is Aiden Anderson, and this is the Moscow Minutes. I'll be bringing you the latest from the Latah County Commissioner meetings from the week of September 18th, 2022. Highlights from this week include a meeting with the department heads and elected officials, a Parks Department meeting, and a presentation from the Palouse Basin Aquifer Committee. Let's get into it. The week began with a regular monthly meeting with the county department heads and elected officials. Highlights from that meeting include a legal refresher regarding written employee evaluations and a review of the proceedings of the Latah County Fair, which had just taken place over the weekend. This year's fair was said to be a record event in terms of attendance and revenue, with the hard data still to be sorted through. Following an executive session for attorney-client communication and personnel issue, the commissioners went through some action items. They approved appointing high school student Lena Fort to the Planning Commission after receiving appropriate references from her. They approved a professional services contract for a public defender applied to a particular indigent case. They approved and signed a corrected motion and order from September 7th to correct a clerical error before approving the necessary work to open the new location for the Potlatch Bulky Waste site. Lastly, the commissioners approved the trade-in value of a Jeep Patriot owned by the county. The commissioners then held a meeting with the head of the Parks Department. In this meeting, they approved the design of a flight of stairs with a bike and handrail to be constructed near Wallen Road. They also approved a camp host agreement for Spring Valley through October and received an update regarding weed management at Phillips Farm. The commissioners then heard a hardship application from Trinity Reformed Church. In this case, missed deadlines compelled the church to fill out this application as its only remaining recourse for clarity on its tax situation. However, until the current pending numbers for the taxes actually come out, the county can take no action on them at this time. So the item will have to be continued until the state provides the appropriate documents. Wednesday's meeting began with a presentation from the Palouse Basin Aquifer Committee, otherwise known as PBAC. Representatives of PBAC presented on the 4 alternative water supply options which they have been working on for the region. They also discussed various idiosyncrasies associated with each alternative plan, alongside research going into the future, conservation, outreach, refinement, and funding. All of those are discussions to be had going into the future as this project continues. The commissioners then went into an executive session for employee timesheet review. Following that, the commissioners held a discussion with the District 2 Treatment Court Coordinator. According to the coordinator, fentanyl is popping up more and more in the treatment court, and they were looking for the county to help cover the cost for fentanyl testing, which is about $4,000 a year or so. The commissioners found that this amount could be provided for in the county budget, and they approved the use of these funds for this purpose, alongside a brief discussion of drug use in the county and their intention to start testing for fentanyl more regularly than they have been. The commissioners then went through a final set of action items. They approved the L1 certificate of county levies for the taxing districts for submission to the State Tax Commission for tax year 2022 through 23. They approved the paperwork for the used shaving services agreement, which they had previously completed for the cleanup of the hay shavings used for the animals at the Latah County Fair. Finally, they filed the minutes and approved the recommendations from a recent Compensation Committee meeting, before going off the record for the day. And that's the latest from the Latah County Commissioners. As always, we'll have the relevant links posted with this video, and if you have any questions, let us know. This is Aiden Anderson with the Moscow Minutes. See you next time.